So today's culture builder is also an article featured in the TOC weekly newsletter, which you can subscribe to that newsletter at tocculture.com. Are you more concerned with being liked or being a leader? Any great leader or coach has to be willing to put it all on the line. You have to be willing to be fired every day when it comes to standing up for what you believe in. That comes from the legend Billie Jean King. So President Jimmy Carter, he didn't secure a second term in office. Because of that, many have labeled him as a failed politician. And maybe that's true by conventional standards, but I believe that's exactly what made him great. During his 4 years in office, Carter made decisions not for popularity, but for the greater good. One of his boldest moves, it was granting a blanket pardon to those who evaded the draft during the Vietnam War. It was deeply unpopular, but Carter understood that healing the nation required bold steps. He did it because it was right, not because it was easy. Another decision, issuing an executive order mandating seatbelts and airbags in cars. At the time, it was viewed as government overreach and an infringement on personal freedom. Today, it has saved millions of lives. Carter didn't shy away from doing the right thing, even though it cost him politically. Carter also pursued other bold and often unpopular policies. He returned control of the Panama Canal to Panama despite fierce opposition. Why? Because he believed it was the right thing to do for international relations. He prioritized human rights in foreign policy, condemning authoritarian regimes, even when they were U.S. allies, because moral leadership mattered more to him than Cold War politics. His push for renewable energy and conservation during the 1970s energy crisis, it was ahead of its time, though deeply unpopular as it called for personal sacrifice from Americans. Carter knew the risk. He knew these decisions could cost him his job, and they did. But time has shown that he was more than a politician. He was a leader. He made the hard choices, knowing they were necessary, even if it meant losing everything. This is the price of leadership. Leadership, it's about walking that razor's edge where the risks are real and the stakes are high. It's about not giving in to the fear of losing your job. Because if you're more afraid of losing your job than doing a poor job, you'll definitely end up doing a poor job. And you might even lose your job anyway. The truth is, once your team knows you're holding back to save your job or to try to be liked, they will too. If you don't stand for your principles, your people will know that you don't stand for anything. The great leaders, they follow their mission, vision, and values. They lead boldly and fearlessly, knowing that if their leadership costs them their job, they can find another job. Because people are always looking to hire the great leaders. The great leaders understand this. They know the job is not about playing it safe. It's about making hard decisions and guiding their teams through adversity, through setbacks, and through losing seasons. Whether it's losing your star player, a game, or losing a quarter, leaders are always willing to take that risk. In fact, the best leaders are willing to risk getting fired every single day. They know that leadership is about serving something larger than themselves. So, the questions for every leader are simple. Are you more concerned about keeping your job or doing a good job? Are you more concerned about being liked or about being a leader?